watchers. I haven't started a video like this in a while. Excuse me, because I came home and I put my robe on, my pajamas. I got comfortable because I started to edit the video for tomorrow, and then I forgot I was gonna do an intro because we hit our 6th birthday, our YouTube birthday. So 6 years ago, May 8th, we started the channel. Well, Mary started the channel first, and now we have almost 6,000 subscribers. We've only got 100 more subscribers, guys, and we'll have 6,000. So that's something. And then we've got like over 1.5 million views, like almost 1.6 million views. And what was some of the other statistics? I have over 900 videos I've put up. Well, Mary put a few of those up, but yeah, so that's pretty exciting. And we couldn't have done it without you guys. I know YouTubers tell you that all the time, but it's you. You're the ones watching. You're the ones that make the videos for us. Because if, you weren't watching, I'd probably give up. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would probably still put them up for family and whatnot, but and that's encouragement to, some of you out there that have small YouTube channels and you're trying, and just, put them up there for your family. Sooner or later, somebody might grab onto them. But yeah, we love showing you guys Alaska and, all of our other travels. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and thank all of you. And, most of you are like family because I talk to you all in the comments and I answer all the comments. I do. Every now and then there'll be some nasty one that'll go to my held box where it'll hold it there. I do have a bunch of trigger words that, if any of those words pop up, it'll be held for me to review, and it won't go, to my, published comments until I approve it. But yeah, some of those aren't going to get approved. So there's that. You do have to put up with the odd people. But yeah, it's just fun. It is so fun. So I'm glad you all are here. And yeah, but oh my gosh. So we'll get you to the video, and I'm going to talk to you some more at the end, because yesterday's video, I said something about something exciting happening, and it's going to check something off of my bucket list. So wait until the end, and I'll tell you all about it. We'll get you to the video. Bye for now. Definitely some frost out there. It's 4:00 in the afternoon, and I just now got ready for the day.
Yeah. I was like laying down. I was like, sounds like a good time.
She gave up on me.
Well, yeah, exactly. I was like, it sounds like a good time for a nap. And then Mom was like, I'm ready. I was like, no. So now I'm awake, but tired.
Yeah. So we're going to Costco, and then I guess we're just looking for one thing. I have a friend that sent me on a mission. So it was those Dubai chocolates.
They have bags of them, supposedly.
Yeah.
And I think they're like individual chocolate squares with the filling.
And I just saw Summers in Alaska. I just saw their video, and she got some here. It didn't look like there were very, very many left, and I would imagine she was here last weekend because that's when her launch was for her clothes, and that's the video she put out. So
yeah, let us know if you guys know what Dubai chocolates are. I think it's mostly for people who are chronically online. Like,
right? I didn't hear about them until
Oh gosh, somebody told me about them, and then,
I've been hearing about them for months now.
Yeah, or maybe it was my friend that sent me on the mission to get them. She might have told me about them.
I am like on Instagram far too often, probably, and I've
I
been
never
seeing
seen them.
they're like these thick chocolates, but the reason they're so thick, they're like these big chocolate bars,
They
is
got a
because they have like
filling.
a pistachio filling
Mhm.
with like a phyllo dough, like a cooked, crunchy, chopped up phyllo dough. And so we break them open and they look cool. They're all green and they're crunchy looking. So people are like online,
I
like
love pistachio.
ordering these from, companies and breaking
Mhm.
them and showing them, like doing ASMR with them.
Oh, jeez.
They're everywhere right now. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go see if we can find some. We should probably. No, we're gonna be driving around. I'm giving the dogs a break on the chicken for a while. And yeah, we don't have any. Well, we do have cheese, but not very much. But yeah, we brought back a bunch of stuff from Anchorage, from the business center. So I was trying not to do any Costco until our regular haul this, like Wednesday or Thursday. See how that goes. All right, we'll see you inside. Look at these. $45.
They look so happy. I'm sure his friends are.
Mary's showing me pictures. Graduations down in UAA in Anchorage. See, the reason why I didn't think about them last time we were here is because I usually don't come down the snack thing.
What is it?
I don't know. Chocolate lemon cream cups. They're like...
You walk so fast, I was going to take a picture of that duo chair, and then I just followed you.
You're used to following me. Caramel cups. Oh my gosh, I do not need to be looking at all of this stuff. Darn, I thought I saw a green box down by the seats because they're in a green bag and the display is like a green color. I bet they're gone. I bet they are gone. Doritos, tangy pickle. Boy, the things you find. We went around that entire store. Because sometimes they'll put like specialty things in the back, by the meat department, where the seasonal things are. And, or maybe even by the liquor, because our liquor is separated here. It could be anywhere. It's Costco. So we're panting, we're out of breath. So, yeah, they're out of them. We did finally ask, but they have more coming in. Mm-hmm. So they don't know when they're going to get them, but they do have more coming in.
You said 400 units, so I'm guessing like another pallet.
Another pallet, yeah. So 400 unit. Hopefully we'll get one or two. All right, I gotta let my friend know. It is a windy out here.
It's a little bit chilly. If
Yeah,
it wasn't windy, it'd be like super hot though.
The thermometer on my car said 65 today. So I don't know if it actually got that warm outside, but I mean, it said 65. So we're at an after hours event. Crash Cart is here, and it's at Ulta Beauty. So Ulta Beauty here is Beauty Fairbanks on Facebook and Instagram.
Fairbanks Beauty.
Oh, Fairbanks Beauty, yeah. Yeah, so they've got all kinds of vendors. See the little sign over there? Here, I'm gonna go leave the line and I'll go over there.
Strawberry shortcake.
Hello. What you got? Oh, you got plain ones.
Yeah, I'm doing customs today.
Oh, look at that. Custom glasses. Wow.
Lid and stuff like that.
You get to see how she does it. Wow.
I think anybody likes a custom thing. It's going to be over here. I guess that makes sense.
Gonna make one for us. Ooh, fun.
So we have like a black green.
I know.
We have this blue one. Okay. Oh, there's more. Okay. We have this white one. And then we have this gold. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, and this is just some of my work that I normally do, which is the boards.
Hello. I don't think we caught all the booths in there. But, oh gosh, there's so many beautiful things.
Right.
There is lots of desserts. Lots of desserts.
So, of course, we had to stop by Moontide LLC. We know the owner. And she was doing like a make your own cup thing, like a customize your own cup.
Customize your own cup today.
Yeah, so you pick out essentially the pattern you want on the cup, and then you could like go shop and whatever, and then come back around and it's ready for you.
Yeah. And pick out the color lids.
Yeah, so I figured I bought a pitcher this last summer that's like got strawberries on it. I have another cup that has like these kind of similar daisies, and so I figured the cups would somewhat match because of the daisies, but then this would match my pitcher because of the strawberries.
Yeah. And then she got a straw
Like a topper to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were giving away things at the door, like little goodie things. Iced cookies.
Yeah.
So one for Mary, one for Heather.
Oh yeah, but this was kind of a gift from Mom, so thank you.
And then they had like these little goodie bags. Oh, there's Starbursts in there. Did you notice that, Mary?
Yeah, I saw that.
So there's some niacinamide toner and just little samples. Actually, that looks like a full-size product. That Good Molecules.
So
There are all kinds of goodies in there.
we're being kind of bad this weekend, treating Mom for
Mom
the
treats. Everybody had
Mother's
pink
Day.
bags.
They're so
They
cute.
all had pink bags. Yeah, that's so cute.
various shades of pink. Yeah, because this one's a bright pink too. But we
And this one had pink plastic bag.
we decided to get some treats for Mom for Mother's Day, and then we'll split those. But the first one we got is from Cat's Delights. It's I guess Dominican inspired. And then I guess she's got like a little check card. So
Yeah.
if you see her at other events, you can build up to free treats. But she had a dulce de leche one, which sounded so good, like a little
Right.
cake.
Uh-huh.
So we're definitely gonna dig into that.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a touch of Latina, a pan dulce. It looks like it's a vanilla sponge cake with strawberry preserves rolled in coconut. That just sounds amazing, and like most all of her other products sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Like
they
we
were
got
gone.
here in the beginning, and we haven't.
Right?
They've barely been open.
They've barely been open.
So we got one of those because it looks so good. Mom couldn't resist.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah.
And then we just got a few things we usually get at Ulta. We figured we'd just get those things while we're here. Stop shopping.
We didn't know if the register would be open for tonight.
Yeah, but she said
because it's an after-hour event. She said the register's open, but there's nobody to help you.
yeah to like
So,
look for products or anything.
Yeah. So we got to get some things too, and I had a coupon with my Ulta rewards.
Yeah.
So I got to use that. And so it was a good night.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've had a day of it.
Yeah, I am like
We were running around. I think I got a video of a boat going down the river. We were sitting at the river for quite a while. We went and got Starbucks earlier today, and we went and sat by the river and just watched the river and people watched, and there were lots of people out today because it was, like I said, almost 65 degrees. So I go home and I gotta actually, all my Easter stuff is sitting on a table, staged to be put away in the box. So I gotta do that and go home. So I got to go home and do the house cleaning.
Yeah. I might. Yeah. Well, what time is it? 7:25. I could probably help with the vacuuming at least. I seem to be the vacuumer for the most part, but Heather's gonna have to take that over when I move. She's good about vacuuming her own room outside of her territory, not so much. So I'll have to bestow that. I guess like
they use. I have 3 shark vacuums, I think. They use the one shark vacuum all the time.
Well, there's 2 upstairs. They both work relatively well. They're older though.
And there's another one downstairs. I mean, down in the basement. And then I have a Hoover that I love, and I need to get a new cord for it. But
responsibility. That's the word I was thinking. Bestow the responsibility.
For Heather.
Yeah. I mean, she's pretty good about it. I think when I'm moved away, it'll just be, she'll probably think about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think because I'm there to do it right now, she's like, Mara does it.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go home and do that.
Yes, and clean up.
That was our weekend. And I don't know, like I said, all the time, I don't know how these go. They just get put together the way they get put together.
Yeah. Oh, and I know you guys love Heather. She will be back in the next video, probably at Costco haul.
Oh,
so,
Yep.
Just keeping you guys updated, because I think on most videos, I do check the comments sometimes. Most of our videos, people are like, oh, we missed Heather, where's Heather? So I thought I'd keep you guys updated. She's around. She's been busy with work this weekend.
She actually worked overtime today.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that'll be a nice little extra increase on her paycheck.
Yeah.
I know when I used to work overtime for my previous job, that was like the one thing I appreciated was it shows up as a real nice little bonus on your paycheck.
Right.
It's kind of a bummer if you're like not wanting to be at work, but at least you get compensated for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, randomness.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, sorry.
Bye. It is 10 p.m. You see that light shining in from the window? There I am over there. It looks like 7 p.m. outside. Or, maybe even earlier than that for most of you, the way your sun sets. Yeah.
Mima just scratching herself and then snicked her paw.
There's the sun. Shining in my window. Ugh, don't mind the dishes.
That Kippy. So, as you know, we're in the city, so most people are. Unless you live in North Pole or, out Goldstream Valley, something. I always told a realtor, I said, you know what? They always wanted to show me houses in North Pole or in Goldstream Valley. And I kept telling them, no, I don't want to drive so far back and forth to work. I'm getting older and I want to be in the city. I want to live near my work. And they're like, oh, you can't afford anything inside the city. And I'm like, okay, how can I afford to live out in Goldstream Valley where I have to pay for, hauling water and water pump and, you know, sewage, you know, septic field, whatever, and, you know, all the sewage removal and all that stuff. It adds up. It really does. You know, I wanted to be on city water, so I wouldn't have to worry about hauling water and you know, city electricity, and, you know, didn't have to worry about my power going out all the time. And, you know, I like being in the city. And, you know, when you figure out all the expensive car, you know, miles back and forth, it adds up. So, you know, paying a little bit extra money for a house in the city, you know, will make up for that in time. But anyways, so that was all brought up by Kippy howling, because he howls at the fire trucks, because there's, you know, there's a fire department kind of close by, and, you know, if it comes in our direction, it's pretty loud. And I honestly think it's the horn that he howls at, because the sirens all sound pretty similar, and it's just the fire trucks he barks at. But the fire trucks actually honk their horns when their fire, you know, the sirens are running. So I think it's the horns that set him off. I don't know. Who knows? He's just funny. Anyways, I wanted to get on here and tell you, you know, at the end of the video here, that Heather was asked to work for Sipping Streams in Kodiak. And as you've heard from us before, her work doesn't like to give her unpaid leave off. You know, they want them to work their hours. If they take too much paid leave off, then it docks them points. You know, so they don't want them to take too much unpaid time off. They want them just to take their paid time off. And so, like I said, Heather worked for Sipping Streams before, and they really needed help at the Crab Fest in Kodiak. So I was trying to figure out how I could do that, because I've actually got the time off where we're moving Mary down to Anchorage. And, you know, I thought, well, I'm going to be down in Anchorage, so that's not too bad of a flight from Anchorage. But, you know, if I worked the whole thing, I would have to take another day off of work, and I didn't want to do that. And so things were running around in my head. Well, in the meantime, Heather had talked to her boss, and her boss is like, "Oh, we're slow, go ahead." So she kind of threw us for a loop. So all of a sudden Heather got really excited, and then I was like, "Oh my gosh." I said, you know, I really wanted to figure out how to do this myself, but now Heather gets to go and I'm not going. You know, but then I looked at flights. Like I said, you know, it's just like a jump from Anchorage to Kodiak. And Crab Fest I've been looking at going for the last 3 years and just haven't been able to get the time off. And now I actually had the time off already. And we'll be done moving Mary, and she wants me out of the house because you know, she's gonna be, you know, moving things in. There's not gonna be room for me. So, you know, I'll be helping her, you know, get things together, organized, whatever. It's a whole thing. You know, we're gonna talk to you about all that later, you know, so that'll come down the line when everything's all settled, because the dust is not settling yet. So, yeah, I looked at flights, and it was actually really cheap, so I could use my miles without it killing me. And so I got free flights. It cost me $11 to go down to Kodiak and back. And because Heather is going to have a room that she's, you know, because she's working down there, I get to stay with her. Thank you, Jenny. I mean, of course, I got to pay for my portion of the room, but it all worked out. It was like, okay, I'm going to Crab Fest this year. And I wasn't even planning on it. So that's a thing. And that'll be Memorial Day weekend. So, watch for those videos. I'm excited. It's like I said, that's a bucket list item for me. I've always wanted to go to Kodiak, and we always try to go someplace we've never been before in Alaska since we've moved here, but we've kind of exhausted the road system. So now, we need to fly, or we were going to do that cruise, and that would have knocked off like 5 or 6 things off my bucket list. But that'll come. It'll still come in time. And it'll be cool. I'm excited. I don't know, because I'm only going to be there for 2 days. I don't know how much I'm going to get to see. Maybe just the festival, which is fine. I would like to, explore a little bit and maybe see some bears and some Kodiak deer, because they actually have deer there. I think the only other place that has deer is maybe Ketchikan. I'm not sure. I'd have to research that. So let me know if you know where else there's deer in Alaska. I'm pretty sure Kodiak was one of the only places. So, all right, I'll let you go. This whole video is going to be really long if we all keep talking so much. We'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for watching. And thanks for subscribing. And tell your friends, because we only need 100 more people to get to 6,000. So,